Hey guys, the second week, PGI.S's Pick'Em Challenge has finally begun. If you haven't checked it out yet, the Pick'Em Challenge is a great way to level up your PGI.S experience. There's always one surprise after another, with unexpected teams coming out on top or showing some amazing skills. That means that the prize ranking, which determines the winner, is always going to change every week, which basically means that we can expect some exciting changes in ranking this week as well. As of February 15th, the team that ranked first place in prize money was AFrika Freaks from Korea. They've won $25,000 from the weekly series and received $22,045 from the crowdfunding in total. That team has obtained $47,045 so far. But everything changed during the second week of the weekly Survivor, where Shoot to Kill fought their way to first place. Do you know how the team that placed second last week, Shoot to Kill, made it to first place by any chance? Well, in the first round, Shoot to Kill obtained $10,000 from winning the chicken dinner. In the seventh round, AFrika Freaks obtained $1,000 by winning another chicken dinner there. And that's how Shoot to Kill turned the tables and ranked up to first place. Alright, let's check the status of the Pick'Em Challenge for Week 2. It will be choosing a team that you think will win a chicken dinner in the 10-match weekly final. As of midnight on February 19th, a total of 234,232 of you have participated in the weekly Chicken Winner Pick'Em Challenge. Let's see who will win the chicken dinner for this week's weekly final. Want to look at the votes for the weekly chicken winner? As of February 19th, 4 a.m. is standing tall in first place with a total of 55,381 votes. That's about 23.6% of the total votes. 4 a.m.'s marksmanship definitely stood out in the Week 2 weekly survival, which meant that everyone had even higher expectations. I think it's safe to say that 4 a.m. has lived up to the hype by winning 9 matches of chicken dinner and advancing to the finals. Coming in strong at third place is Shoot to Kill. On February 15th, only about 1,322 of you had voted for Shoot to Kill, which was only about 3% of the vote. However, as time passed, more and more people have been attracted by Shoot to Kill's incredible performances. Maybe it's because they got that chicken dinner in the weekly survival. On February 19th at midnight, Shoot to Kill's votes had skyrocketed to 37,716. That's 16.1% of your total votes and ranks them in third place after 4 a.m. and Sonics. And the votes are only going to go up, even right now. You know that if your prediction is correct, you can earn 25,000 EP, right? So if you voted for 10 teams and all 10 of those teams win chicken dinners, you'd be able to earn a total of 250,000 EP. So, should we check out the weekly finals top 4? The total vote counts as many as 670,687 votes. Which team do you think 670,000 people expected to be in the top 4? Coming in first was 4 a.m. Second was Sonics, third was Shoot to Kill, and fourth was Gen.G. 4 a.m. has almost 21% of the total votes. That means almost 140,000 people thought 4 a.m. would advance to the weekly final. Since they placed third in the last weekly final, I think it's fair to expect an even higher ranking in the weekly final this week. The first team to win chicken dinner was Shoot to Kill in the weekly survival for Week 2. Shoot to Kill, who placed 7th as of February 15th, came in third place and had an incredible impact in that match. I am so excited to see their performance in this upcoming weekly final. Unfortunately, the ranking for Gen.G is slightly declining. As of midnight on February 15th, Gen.G was in second place, but currently they've fallen to fourth. But it's totally reasonable to look forward to them in this upcoming weekly final. Tianba, who have been competing for the landmark Jorga pole, have been eliminated from the weekly final. And Furia, who also used Jorga pole as their landmark, have been eliminated. So surely Gen.G is even stronger since they can farm more safely early on. The team that showed the biggest change during the second week of the weekly final prediction event was the AFrika Freaks. Last week, they were in 19th place, which means that their impact was huge in the second week's matches. On the other hand, Damwon Kia have fallen 10 ranks from first place to 11th during the first week. And during the second week's weekly survivor, they have lost their way to the finals. It's fair to say that Damwon Kia players will need to show some improvement in the future. It's nice to support the teams that have been voted the most by the majority, but don't you think that watching the match to check out the team spirit and how they're performing is the most important thing? So many teams were active in the second week's weekly survival. I know you guys all want to find out who's going to win, right? Well, wait no longer. Let me tell you the winning contenders. During the first week of weekly survival, Shoot to Kill have advanced to the weekly final in just 4 matches. In the second week, they showed off even higher potential. Shoot to Kill did not miss the chance to occupy an advantage towards the end of the first match. The team masterfully utilized their surroundings to take out FaZe Clan. Lastly, they got rid of the remaining teams Oath and Balefrost and became the first team to advance to the weekly final. They definitely lived up to their name, as they had the most kills. Among the team, Luke12 scored 4 kills. Even in the weekly final, SCK is still the most likely team to put up the most kills. Once again, Gen.G is the first Korean team to advance to the weekly final. Boasting strong firepower from the very start of the game, Gen.G is a strong contender for winning. However, during the second half of the game, there were more moments where the team's strategy fell off earlier than expected because they couldn't escape from the difficult locations they selected. So they placed 5th in match 1 and 10th in match 2. They have really suffered from dropping ranks. But you know Gen.G isn't going to back down without a fight, right? When the blue zone shrunk in favor of Gen.G, Pio took out infantry and came one step closer to the win. Amazing shots from Onyx played a crucial role in winning, with 733 damage, and that type of performance led Gen.G all the way to the weekly final. Multicircle Gaming, who placed 32nd in the ranked decision match, finally advanced to weekly survival week 1. Because they were bottom 16, their weekly survival week 1 chances seemed to have gone up in flames. However, during week 1 of the bottom 16 ranking determination match, the team placed 4th and advanced to the week 2 weekly survival match 5 for the first time. Since this is their first time to enter the weekly survival, they really used their struggles for motivation to become even more determined. Multicircle Gaming's performance has exploded once they have made it to the top 3. With Oath and Detonation Gaming White's engagements, the situation only played out in favor of Multicircle Gaming. In a breathtaking situation, the only player remaining was Malofo from Detonation Gaming White. In the end, Multicircle Gaming took out Malofo and won the chicken dinner. They were able to advance to the weekly final on their very first try in the weekly survival match. AFrika Freaks were the champions of weekly final week 1. However, AFrika Freaks continued to place lower and lower because they suffered from loss of team strategy during the beginning of each match. They really woke up during match 7 though. The AFrika Freaks took out Jayers from Attack All Around, who rolled up on them in a car, and also eliminated FaZe Clan's Gustav and 8C, who were hiding in the smokes. During Phase 9, with smokes in between, Akkad the God wiped out TSM with some insane shots and won chicken dinner at the end. Akkad led the team to the win and scored 8 kills and put up 1,325 damage by himself. Aren't you guys excited to see the AFrika Freaks' aggressive plays during this weekly final? There was a team that showed some outstanding strategies during weekly survival week 2. And that team is Virtus.pro. Virtus.pro have attempted the concept of moving along, which no other team has really been able to execute. Not once, but twice, the team members moved side by side. Although they were unable to get the chicken dinner, that's quite a high rank, don't you think? They placed top 2 by gaining an advantageous position during match 13, so it was worth hoping for their win. Because they were so close to winning chicken dinner, they kept a wide angle and looked out for Buriram United Esports. After a breathtaking fight, they were able to take over and win a chicken dinner. Out of the 11 kills, Spyro scored 4 kills, which helped tremendously towards the win. For that, they were able to enter the weekly final for 2 consecutive weeks. There's a team that have been suffering from being just outside the threshold of winning. Buriram United Esports could not escape from placing second. So in match 14, the team was even more careful and serious in planning their game strategy to improve their ranking. However, when there were only 5 teams remaining, only Konaxi was left from Buriram United Esports, so their chance of winning was almost impossible. but Canaxi was a one-man army in that game and even took out Furia. They made it to top 2 this time as well, but their positioning was not very favorable. However, they moved from smoke to smoke and focused on unforeseen spaces from Division X Gaming to win the chicken dinner. Buriram United Esports have finally escaped the nightmare of being second place. Canaxi came up huge, scoring 6 kills. Do you think the team will be able to wake up from their nightmare of being second place in the weekly final too? I can't wait to find out. So, have you picked a team yet? I hope so, because it's time to vote for which team you're going to support. And don't forget, your Pick'Em Challenge votes are due by Saturday, 7 p.m. Korea Standard Time every week. The team you vote for could be the final winner out of the 16 total teams during the weekly final. So don't forget to use your vote if you have one. Deal?